every single
Good morning, everybody.
Don't wait. Go to omahasteaks.com. Use promo code TREAT at checkout and get $20 off the Burger Perfection Flight to discover your new burger obsession. Minimum order may be required.
Today we mourn the tragic death of one of our own, police officer Jonathan Dillard.
That is New York City Mayor Democrat Eric Adams.
The husband to Stephanie, the father to young Ryan, hero to all New Yorkers and all Americans.
Thousands of police officers from across the country and Canada at the funeral Saturday for fallen New York City police officer Jonathan Dillard in Massapequa, New York. He was 31 and on the force just 3 years. Officer Dillard shot and killed during a routine traffic stop in Queens by a career criminal, a man with a long rap sheet, 21 prior arrests. He leaves behind a wife and one-year-old son. Stephanie Dillard describing her husband's death as devastating and senseless. Dillard promoted to detective, his wife given his new badge, number 110, his son's birthday. Soft on crime policies in New York City are being blamed for the officer's death. A new Fox News poll asking Americans, are you better off financially than you were 4 years ago? A stunning 52% say they are worse off. The poll finding 67% disapprove of President Biden's performance on immigration. Another massive migrant caravan of about 2,000 people heading toward our southern border with Mexico. Border agents bracing for the surge of illegals. A new Gallup poll finds immigration the #1 problem facing our country today. And I'm Laura Winters, USA News.
Do you have a story to tell? Bring your story to life with audiobooks. Great stories deserve great storytelling. Audiobook Network provides professional voice actors and full production services for every author's manuscript. From narration, production, and editing to distribution, promotion, and sales, Audiobook Network handles everything. If you have a print book, ebook, or even a manuscript, call Audiobook Network now and get our free audiobook guide. 800-734-1229, 800-734-1229.
The opinions expressed on this program are those of the host and do not express the views of WDDF ownership or Hometown Talk Radio. Content aired on all programs are those of the host and their guests. Hey, Joey, what's happening? I mean, what's happening in Middleboro and surrounding towns? It's time for the Middleboro Weekend Review with your host, Joey Driscoll. Stay tuned for news, Middleboro News, here on AM 1530 WBBF. Hey, Joey, what's happening?
And good morning and welcome to Middleboro in Review. I am Joey Driscoll. I am joined by Don. Good morning, Don.
Good morning, Joey. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. Yeah, happy Easter to you as well. It is today, 31st of March, 2024. It is Easter Sunday. Tomorrow begins a new month.
Easter Sunday. Would you say Easter? Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow is
April Fool's Day.
Today. Tomorrow is April 1st. Today is Easter Sunday, March 31st, 2024. And, we have a great show for you today. So, you want to call in, 508-822-1106. 508-822-1106 is the number. We have a great show planned. Today is Easter. Don, you wanted to quickly talk about the bridge collapse that happened this past week.
Yeah, my heart breaks for the loss of life. The people who were on that bridge who died. I know it was a worker up there, and they were just doing their job, and just a tragic accident. I was horrified when I heard the news the next morning, and it just was scratching your head and saying, how that happened. And we got to find out how and why, in the investigation. I was talking to my nephew. He went to Mass Maritime just last night about it, and he came up with some ideas what happened, maybe some of the fuel, shut everything down, maybe it was contaminated fuel, but we don't know until there was an investigation or whatnot. I heard other things from other people too. A friend of mine is in the Coast Guard, and he said another friend called and said this, that, and the other thing, and so who knows? Who knows? When the investigation's over, the investigation's over, and it's just hailing now. It happens to be Easter, and you got families who are making arrangements for the bury their loved ones who are caught on the bridge there. But you have to give it to Maryland DOT. I mean, it probably would have been a lot more people that went down if they didn't, think quick. And I heard they blocked the roads fast. And unfortunately, the people working on the bridge, and I think there was a few vehicles that were on the bridge, they got past the roadblock before they knew. I guess they had, just seconds, a minute or seconds to. But like I said, it's only hearsay. What you hear on the news, and there's no, the investigation's going to take a while, and then obviously we'll have all the facts of what happened to the best of, but it's just sad when you hear about that. And we've talked about this, bridge collapse on the show about the Sunshine Skyway in 1980 in May. The SS Ventura hit a bridge, and there was a lot. It was 27 people, I think, died. Greyhound bus went over, and it was really tragic. And it does happen. It happened in upstate New York in 1987. It happened on I-95 in the 80s. I think it was the 80s, but I mean, there was those high-profile bridges and whatnot, and loss of life. And, every time you drive over a bridge, you're thinking it's going to be there for you. You think it's going to collapse or someone's going to hit it. You don't think, because obviously all the bridges and overpasses this country has, we got a pretty good track record. If you think about, there's and bridges are overbuilt. So but it's kind of sad. It's Easter, and you're hearing about that, and also too, it was rushing over there to fix it. So all the Army Corps of Engineers and all the contractors who work for them, they're going to be working around the clock to get out that open up that shipping channel, which is a vital link to our economy. So I mean, they got to be working 24 away from their families, and it's just all around. Suffrage all around. I think sometimes, you know what I mean. But also, what you can do, just they say they got to rebuild it. But they gotta get that shipping lane open. That's big time shipping lane. They gotta get open. What do you think, Joey? What's your thoughts?
I echo your thoughts when it comes to the loss of life. It's a tragic event for sure, and I do echo your thoughts when it comes to that. That it is a tragic event, and it's a good thing that more people didn't lose their lives because of the quick thinking of Maryland.
Maryland DOT?
The DOT.
Yeah, or the state police or whoever. They got the word out, and they got the roads blocked off, and some people, there's a few people made it by, weren't so lucky, and then there's people who just made it over. Can't imagine looking in the rearview mirror, you know what I mean, going over. It's just horrifying.
All right, 7:14 a.m. Let's switch over to our weather. Right now in Middleboro, it is 38 degrees and mostly, when the sun comes up, it should be mostly sunny skies.
Yeah, it's a little.
It's not sun's not up yet. So.
Yeah. It's getting there though. It's starting to see a little something in the morning.
38 degrees, high of 59 today. Right now, when the sun does come up, you'll kind of see it, and then it will disappear. Cloudy skies today, 59 degrees, low of 37 tonight, 54 tomorrow, mostly sunny skies, and then that's it for the sun until Sunday. There is mixture of clouds, rain, and possible snow and rain mix this week coming up. Mostly in the 40s throughout the week. And then next Sunday is supposed to be 51 degrees. Mostly sunny skies next Sunday, so that should be pretty good. In Taunton, it is 38 degrees, a high of 58 today, a low of 37 tomorrow. A low of 37 tonight. 55 tomorrow with a low of 41, mostly sunny skies. So that is what is coming up. And it's going to be some more rain, so there's a possibility of some more flooding this week as well. I know that some of the rivers were pretty high, and there was some risk of flooding as well, and there was a little bit of flooding in some areas. It looks like there is a flood warning. In effect until late Tuesday morning. In Washington County, flood warning continues in the following rivers for Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and Connecticut. The Charles River at Dover, affecting Middlesex and Norfolk counties. The Pawtuxet River in Cranston. The Pawtucket River in Westerly. Taunton River near Bridgewater, affecting Bristol and Plymouth counties. This is until late Tuesday morning, it looks like. At 9:45 p.m. Saturday, the stage was at 10.1 feet, bank full stage at 8.0 feet. Recent activity, the maximum river stage in the 24 hours ending 9:45 p.m. Saturday was 10.1 feet. Not sure exactly what river they're talking about here. But must be talking about all the rivers. I'm not sure exactly which one they're talking about there at the end of the warning there. But apparently there is a flood warning still in effect, and that will be in effect until Tuesday. With more rain coming as well, that probably will be extended, I would guess. Driscoll, North Dakota, 27 degrees, a high of 35 today, a low of 22 this evening, cloudy skies. And on Driscoll, Texas weather here, 68 degrees, cloudy skies, a high of 88 today. So it's going to be pretty warm. Tomorrow is the pick of the week. 94 degrees, Dawn, in Driscoll, Texas tomorrow. And in April, we're getting 90-degree weather.
Well, yeah, we're getting 40s up here this week.
We're getting, gonna get 94-degree weather in Driscoll, Texas.
Nice.
Wow. 94 degrees tomorrow, cloudy skies, a low of 73. So, it's pretty nice weather coming up in Driscoll, Texas, coming up this week.
I have a friend of mine who lives down in South Florida. He always says around April, it starts getting a little uncomfortable because he goes north. Buddy Bill. And he says it can get, in April it can get a little uncomfortable when it comes to the heat. But he said so far so good. He is. Hey, I'm looking at some. I'm sorry.
Yes.
This is the funniest thing. I'm scrolling through my Facebook, and it says the Breakfast Cereal Club. Okay.
I saw that.
Did you?
I
so
did.
Cute.
I saw that.
We got Tony the Tiger. People don't know, right? We got Captain Crunch. We got the Rabbit Tricks. We got Frankleberry. He's laying down there, and then we have Lucky Charms. So you don't want to bump into these guys in a dark parking lot at night, right? Out of all these cereals, what's your favorite?
Mention them again.
We got Frosted Flakes. We got Tony the Tiger. We got Tricks. We got the Rabbit. We have Lucky Charms. Captain Crunch, and we got Frankenberry.
Out of all of those,
Yeah.
I would say Lucky Charms. I'm a little sad that they don't have the Fruit Loops one, the Toucan Sam one.
Oh yeah, they forgot about
They
him.
forgot about Toucan Sam. I'm a little sad.
What about Life Cereal? Mikey, he should be there. Remember Mikey? You're too young for that. There used to be a Life Cereal. It was Mikey. Mikey likes it. Mikey. It was the cutest commercial. It was in the 70s, and yeah, it was the cutest commercial for Life Cereal. I need it. You know, it's just it was so cute. Singing that,
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess that's our little cereal topic for Sunday morning. Some people are sitting there having this cereal right now. Somebody can listen to our show and they could have these 5 cereal breakfast clubs in their bowl eating. So give us a call. What are you eating for cereal out of the 5? But no Toucan Sam.
No, which is sad, but okay. Anyway,
Well,
moving on.
Fruit Loops are like sort of like Apple Jacks in a way. It's the same kind of, But it's
They're very good.
yeah. But you really should be eating like brand flavors and stuff like that. Not that's a pile of sugar. Your teeth will rot out after eating all that stuff.
Well, I will say this: eat whatever cereal makes you happy.
And your dentist too. Right? Keep your dentist gainfully employed.
Eat whatever cereal makes you happy.
I like Frosted Flakes.
Anyway, we go on from
All right,
that.
we can't be doing free advertisement here for cereals, right?
Exactly.
You get yelled at.
Anyway,
But I thought that was cute.
it was absolutely. I agree.
Just to lift me up. We started the show with a kind of a somber,
Yeah, I understand.
A little giggle out of it. Something cute.
Yeah. All right. Our today in histories. We
You're
have.
starting those early.
Well, I always do that. Now I always.
Yeah, because you're always against the wall at the end.
Yeah, I don't like to be.
Speed reading, right?
Yeah, because especially when I have a lot to talk about.
Do you have a lot to talk to, right?
Not really. I mean, kinda, but not really. Some weeks it's pretty busy.
So that's a yeah, right?
But it's kind of today is kind of in the middle.
Okay.
So let's get to it here. 1774, March 31st. During the American Revolution, the Kingdom of Great Britain orders the port of Boston, Massachusetts, closed, pursuant to the Boston Port Act. 1889.
Well, they were mad about the Boston Tea Party.
Well, they were mad about a lot of things.
That was 1773.
They were mad about a lot of things, yes.
The children weren't behaving.
Yes. The Eiffel Tower is officially opened on this day in 1889. And then not too long after that, actually, was it before the Eiffel Tower opened? It might have been after the Eiffel Tower opened. The French gifted us a little known statue called the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a great gesture by them. But their big building statue. You call it a building? Is it a building?
Oh,
It's a building, right?
it's a tower.
It's a tower.
Yeah, it's a tower.
It's a building tower.
Well,
Not a statue.
No, it's not a building. It's really it's like an antenna in a way. No.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no office. There's nothing.
No. There is an observation tower.
Yeah, I mean, it's good for lookout or what.
Yeah.
I mean, during the World War I and World War II, I guess it was the highest prior point, so you could see the enemy coming. So that was an observation deck that was useful, I guess.
Yes. Very.
But as far as there's no office building in there.
No.
There's no fax machines. You know what I mean?
No.
So I mean, I'd say.
I mean, with the Statue of Liberty, there's an inside.
Yeah.
There is an inside.
Yeah. I got as far as I never made it up to the torch. I'm not sure when they closed that. I think, but I got up to the helmet.
I think they closed that after 9/11. They closed something after 9/11.
Yeah, but it was rebuilt too.
And yes.
Yeah, because one of my employees I used to work for, his brother was an electrician, and he got to work there. And he was over there, and he worked there he said he worked there for like 5 or 6 months.
All right, so we have the Eiffel Tower opening on this day in 1889. 1906, the Interscholastic Athletic Association of the United States, later the National Collegiate Athletic Association, is established to set rules for college sports in the United States. And the leader of that currently happens to be a certain former governor of the state of Massachusetts, Charlie Baker.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's funny how Charlie Baker went into that, and then Marty Walsh went on to the hockey.
Yes, the NHL Players Association.
Yeah, it's funny too because they used to.
It is funny.
You know what? That was a cool team because they used to go on BZ and talk. You know what I mean? And I mean, those two got along great.
Yes.
It was Democrat, Republican. They'd sit there and to talk, and they had like a montage. I think I saw it on that Easter thing they had. Not Easter thing. That St. Patty's Day breakfast. They had like a montage.
Yes.
Like, he's not answering my text, and you know what I mean? It's like, and they're playing the Lionel Richie song, you know what I mean? It just, it was so funny. They do like corny little text, little clips and stuff like that when they have that politician breakfast, which is really funny. They all get together on St. Patty's Day, and they roast each other in a way, but in a nice way, in a rated G way.
Yes.
And they celebrate, St. Patty's Day, and there's some Irish step dancers always come in and stuff like that. I used to watch that with your grandmother, Ellie, a lot. That was our tradition on St. Patty's Day. We used to always sit down and watch that together. That was our thing. So, so that was funny. But yeah, it's funny that you say that because, I got a little sidetracked. I'm sorry.
1918, March 31st, daylight saving time goes into effect in the United States for the first time. Most of the United States for the first time done. There's a couple of spots where we do not have daylight savings time, and it's mostly Arizona. Yes.
And Native American territories too. Like the Navajo, I think, doesn't recognize it. Some do, some don't. But it's fascinating. I mean, if you want to know about a patchwork of states within a state or within a country, a lot of the reservations that are out there, a lot of the territories for the Native Americans, and especially Navajo, which I think has 3 states.
1968, American President Lyndon B. Johnson speaks to the nation of his steps to limit the war in Vietnam television address. At the conclusion of this speech, he announces, "I shall not seek and I will not accept the nomination of my party for another term as your president." That's a very interesting today in history. Also, there's another president out there as well that kind of a man of a few words, and he kind of did something similar where during a White House press briefing, he came out and he gave the members of the press a little piece of paper saying, "I will not seek re-election in 1928. He decided he wasn't going to seek re-election. This is Calvin Coolidge, and that's it. He just gave a piece of paper to all the press members that were there, saying, "I will not seek re-election in 1928." And all he said was, "That is all from this office today."
Okay. Well, a lot of people know Calvin Coolidge. Was a governor of Massachusetts, number one.
Yeah.
He was born in Vermont, and I think he was sworn in Vermont. I think when Warren Harding passed away, because he was his vice president.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was up in think a justice of the peace up there in Vermont. I mean, it's just from what I've read. I'm not looking at Wikipedia. The phone's off. This is just what I've read, and people, look it up if they want, if they find it interesting. But I found it interesting, and so yeah, and he was a mayor of a certain town too. I'm trying to remember Northampton, maybe.
No, I'll look it up.
Yeah.
I'll look it up
Yeah,
for everybody.
Yeah, Northampton.
Calvin Coolidge.
Yeah.
1 second here.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Mayor of Northampton, I think, which is north of Springfield, up there along the Connecticut River, up that way, right before Greenfield. Yeah. So
16th mayor of Northampton.
Northampton.
From January 3rd, 1910 to January 1st, 1912. He was succeeded by William Feaker.
Oh, really?
So there you go.
That was it?
Yeah. 2 years. He
2 years?
was mayor. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Then he became governor. Then he was governor.
Yeah, then governor.
Yeah.
Then he
then vice president.
Then he went up the.
Yeah, and then president.
Then went up the totem pole
Yeah.
quite quickly.
Yeah.
Birthdays on this day: 1685, Johann Sebastian Bach. No, not Sebastian Bach, Don. Not him. He would come a lot later.
Yeah.
But Johann Sebastian Bach, 16.
With a reality show to boot, with it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. 1928, Gordie Howe, Canadian ice hockey player who passed away in 2016. Gordie Howe is a very interesting NHL player. Made the Hall of Fame in 1972. His playing career was from 1946 to 1971, and then he took a year off, and then played from 1973 to 1980. So he played another 7 years after that. Wow, that's 30 years that he played. No one's gonna beat that. That is quite a while to play hockey. 1955, Angus Young, his birthday is today. And of course, he is the guitarist of a little known band called AC/DC. No big deal, just a little known band. Obviously, I'm being very sarcastic here, but huge band AC/DC was. Passings on this day: 1850, John C. Calhoun, American lawyer and politician, 7th Vice President of the United States, ran for president quite a lot, and almost became president, I think. He came close, one of the elections, but he ran for president quite a bit. John C. Calhoun did. 1913, J.P. Morgan, American banker and financier, passed away on this day in 1913. Passing away on this day in 1980, Jesse Owens, American sprinter and long jumper. Passing away on this day in 1993, Brandon Lee, American actor and martial artist. Kind of a tragic passing Brandon Lee had. He's Bruce Lee's son. And he had a very tragic passing on set. Forget the name of the movie off the top of my head, where he had this accident. I'll look it up. 1 second here. I will look that up.
Yeah, I read
The Crow.
Yeah, I heard
The Crow. That was the movie. A prop gun went off, and he lost his life. And also a pretty tragic passing for our next person on the list as well. 1995, passing away on this day in 1995, Selena, American singer-songwriter. She was murdered by her fan club president.
Yeah. It's just hard to fathom that people get so you know, they get so consumed with, you know, with somebody that you know, they go from, you know, admiring somebody to wanting to murder. I don't know. You just people, you know, just it's nuts.
Yeah. All right. It is 7:35 a.m. We're gonna take our first commercial break right now. When we come back, we have open phone lines today. 508-822-1106. So if you want to call in, you're welcome to do so. 508-822-1106 is the number.
You got your Raynham, Bridgewater Raynham?
I do have my Bridgewater Raynham.
Where'd you get that shirt?
Trojan shirt. I think I got this. I think I got it at it would be Walgreens. I think I got it at CVS.
So you're showing your colors.
Well,
I just
not
like it.
my colors.
No, but I'm just saying it's just the area. You know, Bridgewater.
The area.
Raynham's 10 feet
I
away from the
didn't go
studio.
to Bridgewater Raynham.
I mean, we could throw a rock and hit Raynham from there. You know what I mean?
Yes,
We're pretty
yes.
close to Raynham.
Yes,
Raynham's
absolutely.
part of the Taunton area. Very important town. You know what I mean? It's not like town, but bigger city.
All right. Let's take our first commercial break right now. When we come back, we'll talk about blood drives, and I'm sure we'll have a couple of other things we can talk about as well. Did talk a little bit about transportation on Thursday, so maybe I'll do that a little bit again today. If we don't get to it, fine. If we get to it, fine.
I said we talk about the Easter bunny and stuff like that.
And today is Easter.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a quiet day when it comes to transportation. The MBTA, I believe, is on a holiday schedule.
Well, it's Sunday.
Right? Yeah. Well, I mean, they would be on a holiday schedule anyway.
It's a Sunday schedule. Is it Sunday?
Yeah, well, a holiday Sunday schedule.
Well,
there you go.
No, technically Easter isn't a holiday.
I know.
It's a religious holiday.
I know.
But it's not like a federal holiday. It's Sunday.
If it fell on a Monday.
It would never fall on a Monday. That's why they call it Easter Sunday. All right.
Me being goofy this morning.
Okay.
No. Okay. So it's a regular Sunday.
Let me get my Fred G. Sanford montage out again, okay? Please.
I haven't had enough coffee this
All
morning.
right.
I
You better drink
apologize.
up.
I need
I brought you coffee too.
It's Easter Sunday, and no.
There's no
there's
Easter,
no holiday.
There's no Easter Monday.
There's no holiday, even though it's called Easter Sunday.
It's a religious holiday. It's not a
Yes.
federal holiday. You know, it's just
It's
most places are
not a federal
closed.
holiday.
A lot of places are closed.
Well, Good Friday. Good Friday.
It's a
It's a
religious holiday.
little bit different, but
Oh well, you know what? It is different because schools.
because schools were closed,
But this school's though.
City Hall was closed.
City Hall was
Taunton.
closed?
Yes.
Really?
It was closed Friday.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know about Town Hall. I'm assuming Middleborough Town Hall was probably closed on Friday.
Oh, okay.
But
I guess
I
that's
don't.
I guess that's like a little holiday.
Yes.
Religious holiday. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, you have that, and then a couple of weeks you'll have April vacation, and then a couple of weeks after that, the seniors are done.
Yeah. Good May.
Yeah, the seniors are done. I think this is the second to last week in May.
Yep.
I'm forgetting the exact day that I was done. I think it was like the 25th or something. 24th, 25th, something like that.
You graduated young. You were 17 when you graduated.
17 and 363 days.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Let's take our first commercial break. When we come back, we will talk about some other stuff and open phone lines today. 508-822-1106. Let's take our first commercial break.
Hey, we're on, right?
What?
We're on, right? Radio
Yeah.
station, are you sure?
Yes.
Billy said he tried getting reception.
We're on.
Okay. That's what it sounds like?
Yeah, we're on.
Good.
I would not forget to flip it over.
Did that happen one time?
No, it didn't.
Not
Not
you.
with me.
Right. I heard that happen sometimes.
It would never happen with me.
No,
Sorry, but it's
it's just... No, you're running.
I've been doing this 7 years, so
Yeah.
I don't think it would ever happen to me.
Yeah, I think you've heard how to turn a switch on.
Collision repair and complete auto service.
I would never do that.
They are a direct repair shop for all major insurance companies. You should reach them at 583-1495. They're open Monday through Thursday, 8 to 5, and they're 8 to 4 on Fridays. Call them today. You will not be disappointed. 508
we'll have to
583
schedule him again.
Yeah, it's Easter. He probably forgot.
It's fine. I texted him.
You got a follow up.
Yeah, I know, but I texted him and he acknowledged that he needs to be here at 7, but
Yeah, but I mean,
I should have texted him.
he probably forgot it was Easter too. He probably
I should have
family
texted
plans.
him.
Tires,
Easter's tough to get people.
and much, much more.
So are you gonna
Brick,
obviously we know Chuck's gonna show up, but are you gonna double check with
brush, logs, and leaves.
I already did.
Basements,
who?
attics,
Pastor Ortez Vandross? I already did.
When? Like 2 weeks ago?
in general.
No, like
The number is
beginning of this week.
725
No, I'll give him a reminder text.
You will not be disappointed
I'll do it Saturday.
in DK
Saturday.
School.
Yeah, just give him a reminder text.
Not bother until
I'll
Saturday.
just say it. Just make sure you're still on. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
I won't worry about that until
And
Saturday.
get a coffee order too, because I'm going.
Yeah, I won't worry about that
Veteran
until Saturday.
Motorcycle Association is an association of combat veterans from all branches of the United States Armed Forces who ride motorcycles as a hobby. Our mission is to support those who have defended our country and freedoms. Our focus is to help veteran care facilities provide a warm meal, clothing, shelter, and guidance, or simply to say thank you and welcome home. We have members from nearly all 50 states and living abroad. Many members continue to serve in our armed forces, with several serving in combat areas now. We sponsor and or participate in many motorcycle-related charity events each year, and as a nonprofit organization, donate to various veteran care facilities and veteran charities. To learn more about the Combat Veteran Motorcycle Association and how you can join or support, please visit cvma2-2.org.
Hi, this is Martha Clopin, your host for Medicare Moment with Martha. Each week, we present the latest information on health, legal, and lifestyle issues that affect you and your family. It's fascinating, fast-paced, and fun as we explore all aspects of the Medicare maze. So join me for a Medicare Moment with Martha, Saturday mornings at 8 and Sunday mornings at 9 on AM 1530 and 99.7 FM WVBF, your hometown radio station.
Could be.
Who is it?
St. Paul of Sacred Heart Church in Middleborough serves the
Oh, it
residents
ain't.
of the towns of Middleborough, Lakeville, Carver, and Rochester. Our base of operations is in the lower level of the parish hall on Oak Street, directly across
You ever
the
see
street
this
from
girl?
Sacred Heart Church in downtown Middleborough.
Comes on all these different
At this
uniforms.
time,
Ah.
there are approximately
She's gonna get in trouble.
500 families
Those videos are
in the
annoying.
area.
She's gonna get in trouble. She's
Yes,
gonna
she
get
is, I
sued
know.
by all
It's
these
very
companies. All these companies are
Very
gonna sue her.
annoying.
And include many of the following
Kind of.
programs.
And when she gets the
Utilities
uniforms for
and
these
rent
companies
assistance,
too.
agency referrals, clothing and furniture vouchers, and
Yeah,
travel
like
lodging.
people are
For more
gonna mess
information,
around and find
go
out
to
when it comes to that. Yeah,
SVDB.
absolutely. They're gonna mess around and find out and they get sued big time for these
You
companies.
want to get on a program update about Danny, and he said the 21st. 21st.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll just give everyone an update about what's coming up in the month.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Thomas White is
The 14th.
14th, yeah.
And we're back here on Middleborough in review. There we go. As I turn the music down. It is March 31st, 2024. It is the last day in March. It is Easter Sunday. This is the earliest Easter Sunday falls on.
No, it's
Well, one of the earliest.
whatever.
times.
It's
One of the earliest times.
March is early.
One of the earliest times Easter can fall on
It's
is
usually April.
is in March.
Yeah,
It's usually in April, but it is in March this year. So
There was a
yeah.
there was a certain place that opened up in Wareham yesterday. It's a Dockside Restaurant Bar, and they open on Easter.
Yeah.
So I mean that's their weekend. So I mean it's just to see these sitting there having lunch and looking out up there.
Yeah,
the boat slips that are empty.
You know,
It's
there'll
still
be
technically March.
There'll be a certain restaurant on Castle Island that will be opening pretty soon. I'm sure as well. I think I saw something about it.
I think they opened already, didn't they?
Either they're open already or they're going to be very, very short.
Yeah, that's the sign of spring. And then opening day for the Red Sox is April 9th, I believe.
April 9th.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
So it's
opening day for the Red Sox at home.
At home, yeah.
April
Home
9th.
I mean, yeah.
They're already playing.
Yeah, they're playing.
Right now, but
Right.
Obviously away from home in Seattle, which the series ends today, I believe.
We just got to get out of this cold little 40-degree snap because I mean it's gonna be 40. You know, talking on mix. He said next week. It's been windy. It's been wet. So,
I would
it's
take that. I would take that with a grain of salt. That particular mention of a possible mix because it's going to be in the 40s.
Yep.
So I would take that with a grain of salt. I would not, until I see it, I would not, believe
A
that.
grain of salt or some salt substitute. Huh?
I would
Huh?
be very careful. I would be very
Uh-huh.
careful saying that it's gonna snow or it's gonna be a mixture on that
Oh.
particular day because it's gonna be in the 40s all week.
A little birdie told me during the commercial break that you got announcements of guests coming up at Middleboro in Review.
Yeah,
Boy, I'm so excited.
that little birdie would be me.
Okay.
But okay, thank you.
The little birdie song who, from the Peanuts. Who?
That would be Vincent. What's his last name?
You know what I'm talking about? The little
Yes,
birdie song.
I do know that.
Yeah.
I do. I'm
That's a
blanking
cool-
on his last name right now.
That's a cool song.
Anyway, it is. It's my favorite. It's my favorite Peanut song. And actually, it happens to be my favorite Peanut special.
Woodstock.
Nothing against. It's Christmas Charlie Brown, but I like the Thanksgiving one better. I really do.
Oh yeah.
I really do. Yeah. I don't know. I enjoy it more than the other one. I mean, the other one's really good. It's Christmas Charlie Brown. That's really, really good. I mean, that's like one of the best ones. But I think the Thanksgiving one kind of beats it just by a little bit. In my opinion. Obviously, everyone has their different opinions on what
I think
is the best.
I think Thanksgiving is your favorite holiday. It's my favorite holiday because
Yeah.
it's.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Christmas too, but it's just leading up to it's just so hectic with all the, I mean, the commercial, and I know retail companies depend on it and stuff like that, but it's just sometimes you just walk in stores and people, it just seems like too much of a job. But I mean, on Thanksgiving, you got football, and more football.
This upcoming Saturday is going to be town elections in Middleborough. So pretty important Saturday next Saturday. There'll be a couple of Board of Selectmen seats that will be up for re-election. There'll be one, maybe two school committee member seats up for re-election, and I don't have it in front of me, so it might be just one. But and then there's some other seats as well that were up for re-election. I think planning board was one of them as well. The gas and electric commissioner as well. There's one of them, one seat up for re-election as well. Jack Healy is up for re-election to that. As well. So that election is coming up this Saturday. So I just wanted to make sure I mentioned that.
Well,
and then not too long after that will be town meeting.
A lot going on in Middleborough. I'm
On.
sure you're going to dial it all in on Thursday, and Middleborough Matters.
Well,
I mean, it'll be a couple days
if we
before
get to it.
Yeah.
If we get to it.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can make a couple of minutes and put aside a couple of minutes to talk about it. But this upcoming Thursday will mostly probably be about sports because I have a guest on Thursday. Eric Dunn will be in once again to talk with us about sports. Everything sports.
Sports.
Red Sox, Bruins, Celtics,
Well, you got
Patriots.
Yeah, you got
everything.
you got the the few games that they played already, so you can be able to, see
Yes.
what the teams are doing off right off the bat. Yeah, so that'll be interesting.
I am impressed so far. And I think Eric will kind of echo my sentiment here that when I talk to him on Thursday, I think he'll probably echo my sentiment that he and I are probably going to say the same thing, that I'm pretty impressed with what the Red Sox have done so far. Okay, they're 1-2 so far, but they've kind of kept it close and competitive with Seattle, which is a good thing. Their pitching has been pretty good, haven't been giving up a lot of runs, and that's good. That's good so far. Let's see how the series ends today, and see if they can get a win and get out of Seattle with a series tie, a 2-2 game there. See if they can get out of there with a 2-2 record going into, I don't know who they're facing next. Hold on 1 second. 1 second.
Yeah, but
1 second here. They're facing. Today is the end of that series. They're facing Oakland.
they're staying in the West Coast.
Yeah, they're facing Oakland next, and pretty soon you're not going to be able to call them the Oakland Athletics. They're also moving to Las Vegas.
It's sad that Oakland losing all their teams.
It's very sad. Unfortunately, that's what's going on. Oakland has become an issue, I guess, for a lot of people and sports teams that just don't want to be there anymore.
Well, San Francisco's right across the bay too, so you still got the San Francisco teams to root for. So
absolutely, absolutely, yes. But I do feel bad for Oakland because, of course, you got the Oakland Athletics, you had the Oakland Raiders for so many years, and those were iconic teams.
Yeah,
the Oakland Raiders,
especially that helmet on the Oakland Raiders. That's just like the coolest helmet.
They won a Super Bowl as the Oakland Raiders. I mean, it's very iconic at that place for the Oakland Raiders. But for the Raiders organization, Oakland was a very iconic place, and to see that go away, that's very tough. For a lot of people who are Raiders fans, including myself. I'm a Raiders fan. Very tough.
Las Vegas Raiders, it'd be hard to...
Very tough.
But no, the little birdie told me about guests coming on.
So we have a couple of guests coming on.
Next week.
Yes, absolutely. So we have a couple of guests this upcoming Sunday. So let's start off with Thursday. Because this kind of leads to all our guests. Because, I have a guest for this Thursday, and then we have a guest for pretty much every single Sunday in April. Yeah. So, this Thursday, I have Eric Dunn coming in to talk with me about sports and maybe some other things as well, but mostly sports. So we'll do that on Thursday for Middleboro Matters. Coming up after that, in April for Middleboro Matters, I'm looking to get Middleboro Gas and Electric in as well to call in, talk about their heat pump forum that they had this past week, actually now 2 weeks ago, which had very good attendance. I think over 200 people were there. So I'll talk with them about that this upcoming month in April. I'm sure there'll be some more guests.
Well, you got to reach out to Nicole from Children's Hospital.
Yeah, we're planning on that too.
Yeah, she's called in a couple of times. Was it last year she called in? The Ryan Seacrest studio.
Yeah.
They have there at Children's Hospital.
We're planning that for the month of April.
And they were nice to invite us over.
We're going to see if after the election, see if I can get Ezekiel Lewis in on a Thursday or maybe a Sunday in May here as well, coming up in the foreseeable, the very close future here.
Okay.
So that's coming up for The Thursday show.
All right.
So the Sunday show.
We finally got to the Sunday show. I've been waiting
Yes,
there
I
in
know.
my seat.
I know.
What's
I
coming
know,
up?
I know. April 7th. April 7th, we have Pastor Ortez Vandross and Chuck Hart with us. And that actually happens to be a very special show. April 7th,
Next week.
2024 is a very special show. It will be the 5th year anniversary of the program. It will officially start the 6th year of the program. Very important.
Can't believe it's been 5 years.
Yes, very important show.
I've reached out to a couple of friends who are pretty well known in the Boston area, and hopefully she'll call us or come in or something like that. So that'd be good. Maybe she should call. She mentioned she might call on that day or whatever. So I gotta send her a reminder text.
Okay.
And hopefully we'll have her in, but I'm not gonna say who it is right
No.
now because it's
No.
just in case they can't make it.
Well, we know who that is, but
Yeah,
we won't divulge
Yeah, no.
until we know for sure.
Surprise, surprise. Yeah.
Yes. The 14th of April, we have Middleborough Select Board member Thomas White, who will be calling in to talk with us about his first year on the board of on the Select Board.
That's funny because April 1st, 23 was the election.
Yes.
And he got in, and a few other people got in who, I think 2 people got in that you interviewed.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Yep. And we'll be talking with him about what's coming up. Maybe I'm sure you'll want to talk with him about South Coast Rail.
I'm sure
and
he has
some other things as well.
I'm sure he has his thoughts.
On that too. I'm
There's
sure you'll want to talk about that.
There's going to be more trains
when
coming
it comes to
Right.
transportation.
There's going to be more trains coming through Middleborough because now there's 2 lines
Yeah.
from South Station, the Fall River and the New Bedford line. So
Absolutely.
there's going to be, the trains are going to be more frequent, I think, to satisfy the schedule.
The 21st, we have Danny Harmon from the YouTube channel Distant Signal. And the 20th.
He just put a new video out. I'm dying to watch it.
I did see that video yesterday.
Yeah. Last night, right?
Yes. And
Yeah.
the 28th. Do we have anyone?
Yeah, we have Dr. Ed for sure.
Oh, yes. Okay,
He was in last week.
Yes, we have on the 28th. We have Dr. Ed Fischero from Brockton once again coming in to talk with us.
I've had Dr. Ed for since 2000. I swear to God, he is the best doctor ever because he takes his time. He cares about you. I mean, I've been to other facilities. I had to leave them because my insurance changed and he didn't take that insurance. But then eventually he ended up taking my insurance and I went right back to him. And I just felt like the other places he was just a number. You just come in, no personality, nothing. You know what I mean? And it's just like he's such a nice guy that you want to do good for him. You want to, if he tells you to lose some weight, you don't want to come back and be heavier or whatever, or he wants you to be healthier because you don't want to let him down because he really cares about you, and that's what I found out in the last 20 years. That it's just it's a private family practice, and it's just I don't feel like a number. I feel like a true patient, somebody he cares about.
All right, Don. 1 minute. We have 1 minute left of the show today. Your quick thoughts on the MBTA approving the new low fare for they approved a new low fare for low income riders. This low income MBTA fare reduction
Is that what
unanimously approved this past Thursday? Your quick thoughts on that, Don?
Does it apply to the commuter rail or just the subway and buses?
I believe I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head.
All right. Well,
it's MBTA. So
well, it's used. Well, first of all, and I've had this talk.
I'm assuming everything, but
Well, don't assume nothing.
Don't quote me on that.
Also, maybe we can research it. Maybe talk about it.
Yeah, I don't have time to look at it.
All right. Well,
we only have 30 seconds. So your quick thoughts on it.
We talked to Barry Sanders about that, and I think he agreed with me when he was on. It was December when he was in. The bureaucracy just to make that happen is, I don't know, just open the doors. How you gotta police it? You know, it's just, I don't get it. I don't know. I don't know. I think just make all the buses free, and call it, the subways free, and call it a day.
All right, 8 o'clock. I hope everyone enjoyed today's program. We'll be back next week with another edition of Middleboro in Review, the 5th year anniversary of this program. A big show next week.
Yeah.
So tune in.
You know what? We're gonna coffee in the conference room, and we're gonna have celebrate with little munchkins, little chocolate munchkins.
Yeah.
So I'll get some chocolate munchkins.
All right. Well, join us next week for that program, and join me on Thursday with me and Eric Dunn for another edition of Middleborough Matters. Great show about everything sports. So that's coming up this Thursday. So
and happy Easter.
And happy Easter, everybody.
And have a wonderful day.
Everyone have a great day, and we'll be back next week. Bye bye.
Broadcasting live from the Federal Credit Union
Bye-bye.
studios at